What's up, YouTube? Today I'll be finishing my Blockbuster and building a record store. At the end, you'll also see I started making a mall, but I had to stop because my phone needed charger. Speaking of that, I was supposed to be playing a horror game with my two friends and my sister at like 9 o'clock, but my sister fell asleep. So being a Sigma Alpha sibling, I obviously dragged her out her bed, but for some reason she wanted me to make her potatoes. She said if I did, she'd play. She didn't really specify, she just said potatoes. She didn't say french fries, potato chips, sweet potato, nothing like that. Just potato. So I just walked away and started drawing because obviously I'm a Sigma and I don't take orders from no little girl. She's not really little anymore, which is sad because I miss when she looked like Dora the Explorer. Anyways, this record store is actually based on a real one in Pasadena called Penny Lane Records. It's been around since 1985 and it's what's called a mom and pop shop, meaning it's independently owned instead of being a part of a huge chain. You can buy, sell, and even trade records and CDs there, which I think is really cool. Anyways, let's talk about the 90s. I think it's interesting how the internet basically took over the whole world. Nowadays, you can find almost anything online, and while that has its downsides, it's also made it much easier for people to learn about important events and to connect with others. But I think the 90s were also a cool decade because the internet wasn't your whole life. Yet, if you wanted to hang out with your friends, you actually had to call their house phone, make plans, and go outside. You couldn't just send a text saying WYD?. Every plan took a little more effort. If you got bored, you didn't just open TikTok. You might ride your bike around the neighborhood, go to the mall, rent a movie from Blockbuster, play arcade games, or spend hours flipping through CDs at a record store trying to find your next favorite album. I also like the fact that people actually own things, like real books, instead of someone saying you can just read it on your phone, or wanting to go out and hearing, you have Netflix, why do you need to leave the house? My bad, Dad, I'm not trying to be a chud. I just want to actually hang out with my friends. I also think it's funny that if you got lost while driving, there was no Google Maps. You either had to use a paper map or ask someone for directions. And if someone called your phone while you're using a dial-up internet, well, your internet connection was probably about to disappear. Shopping also felt different. Malls were huge hangout spots. People didn't always go there just to buy things. They'd grab food, window shop, meet up with friends, and spend the whole afternoon there. Me, personally, I don't think I would have survived the 90s. I'm way too attached to my phone. My bum self probably wouldn't last a day without my Motorola 2026. Even though I probably would have struggled without modern technology, I still love the vibe of the 90s. It just feels cozy, and that's the kind of feeling I'm trying to capture with this Super Sigma town. Anyways, I'm gonna give you a fact. Did you know in the late 90s there was something called the Y2K scare? Basically, a lot of people were worried that when the year changed from 1999 to the 2000s, computers would think it was the 1900s because many systems only stored the last 2 digits of the year. There was concerns that banks, airports, hospitals, and even power grids could stop working. Companies spent years updating software to prevent problems. And when midnight finally hit, everything was mostly fine because programmers had already fixed the issues beforehand. If you're wondering why there's a computer in the middle of the record store, it's actually meant to be a public computer. Back in the late 90s, not everyone had internet at home. So some stores had businesses and computers that people would pay to use. Depending on how much you paid, you'd get a certain amount of time to browse the internet, check your email, or do whatever you needed online. Anyways, I finished, so I'm gonna be showing you the store. I got ABDC, Deftones, Metallica, Dolly Parton, Mariah Carey. I got a fan for the customers, guitars, band t-shirts, and posters, and also a lot of CD players, or records, or whatever it's called. Madonna, Michael Jackson, Pink Floyd. Then now we're heading over to the, Blockbuster. Now we're gonna get a good view of it. Gotta look both ways. Anyways, I'm gonna show you this house I made a long time ago and half of the build I just built. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it. Have a nice day. Bye bye.